Hello, we are on hour number 6 of our 24-hour telethon, which is for service heroes, and we are benefiting Chemo Buddies for Life. And we have Angel Marie who shines on, and then I have Bill Heinrich in the house. So it couldn't be more fun that we are starting this morning. And, you know, I am so glad that you had a chance to kind of start meeting. And I want to just say, how you doing before we go to Angel Marie?
I'm doing great.
Good.
How are you?
I'm trying to do great here.
I think you're doing amazing. I'm watching you with this technology, and you've
Well,
come a long way, baby.
Well, thank you. This old dog is trying to learn some new tricks.
Right.
The one thing I haven't got down, and I still need to, is the 800 number, but we're not going to go there. So, Angel Marie, first of all, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
I love it. There's that energy. Okay.
It's my morning.
Why don't you tell us about you shine on? What does that mean? Let's talk about that.
Well, really, I've been doing this energy work for like 20 years. And this energy comes from the inside out. It's just like my routine this morning is to get up and wake up and start singing. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Because what happens when you raise your vibration, when you bring up your frequency, even if you don't feel like it, okay, you can do it. It doesn't matter if you've been up for 48 hours.
Right.
I mean, it really doesn't. Your brain doesn't know if you've been up 48 hours or not. But you can be like, oh, I'm so tired. And you can be in that tired. But you know what happens? Is in reality, you can change anything with your mindset. And that's what's the biggest key is change your mindset, energize your life. That is my biggest thing. Change your mindset, energize your life. It doesn't matter what you're going to. Don't you agree? Oh, I forgot your name. What was your name? Can you get this name again?
I'm Bill.
Bill. Don't you agree, Bill? I mean, really, Bill. Tell me, you got it. Stand up, move around a little bit, kind of get that vibration moving. And it doesn't matter if I went to bed at 1 in the morning and I got up at 5. It doesn't.
Wow. Now, I want, before we go into some of the stuff that you do for Shine On and your movement and stuff, I know a little bit about you. We've had our discussions and I've read your book and like I've told you before, yes. And like I've told you that it means a lot to me because your situation is very similar to someone in my family. And so that is, I was like, okay, I get you right off the bat. And from there, I have just absolutely adored you. And not that I wouldn't anyway, but I just do. And so, with that said, tell us, if you would, a little bit about your past. And then, because I think it brings that much more to what it is that you're doing now.
Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate it. And just imagine that you're at Xerox and you're in this cubicle and you're sitting there and you hear this buzz, layoffs. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And then on the other hand, you're like, get me out of here, man, get me out of here. And you go home and you say, hey, I got laid off today. And your partner looks at your daughter, looks at you and says, this is the way to do it. You can start your business. You're all excited. You're like, I am ready to go, right? I am ready to do this business and this coaching. You start calling your family and they start doing what? Is anybody going to get this energy stuff? What are you going to do about this coaching? This coaching is right now, we're talking 20 years ago. Isn't this kind of weird? And then they say, well, you need insurance. You should really, you know how that whole thing is, 9 to 5 insurance. So all of a sudden you're starting to feel like, oh, what am I going to do? What happens is a client calls and says, you know that rash I had on my face for 2 months going to Mayo Clinic that we couldn't figure it out? One session was good. With the Reiki energy, the energy. I'm renewed. I'm like, I'm not I'm doing this. So I end up going out. Another friend calls and says, come to the farmer's market. So I start going to the farmer's market and oh, it's the same that you are, what you're talking about, illuminating your light. Last night you were talking about the shine. It's so bright sometimes. It can point, right? You said this. And that it illuminates through. And you said that because you were walking around the stage and you were going, well, this is too much light. This is too, but yet it illuminates light. And what happened was when your energy starts to grow. So, of course, my business started to grow. I started getting more clients. I ended up getting an office, and then what happened? I started getting being diagnosed previously with lupus, fibromyalgia, arthritis, and Sjogren's, lights, my mouth, the whole thing. Someone needs this. And ended up happening. Getting sicker and sicker, and ended up leaving there. And also, what happened was the doctor came back to me and said, you have mold poisoning. And you know as well as I do, mold poisoning is not a fun thing to have. And that stays in your pores. So what ended up happening is I started to heal myself. And I started going back for what I know. And I was so determined by then because I was not going to work. I was totally devastated. He said, you're going to die. By that time, my partner was gone. Family was coming out. I was devastated, alone, and sick. And I started to heal myself. And what did I do? I totally healed myself. And even today, it's a process. It's balance. But yet, what did I do? I started to shine from the inside out. That's when the shine was really born. So then, what happened was I opened Lightworkers Gift, which is a wellness center. And started to talk about how to heal from the inside out, but my mindset was shifted. And I knew that this was me, just like you. You are so passionate about what you do. I see it at a different level because you're passionate. Awesome! So I started doing more classes, more coaching. And it ended up happening it was thriving. I was building community. People were coming in, and it was self-care. But I was still weird because we're talking 14 years ago. But I opened it. I had 3 heads. Everything was weird. This Reiki thing, the whole coaching thing, everything was weird. But yet, it was thriving, and then what happened again? I started getting sick again. Went to the doctor. Got ready to have a heart attack. Your stress is unbelievable. You're about ready to have a heart attack. All of a sudden, from all of the long hours and the stress of the financials and the pressure, I ended up walking in one day after my beloved 4-legged dogs left the planet. Oh God. I walked in and said, what am I doing? I'm going down. I've got to do something. There's something different. So I closed the center, filed bankruptcy, and ended up having a complete breakdown. Complete breakdown. I shifted my mindset again because I was not going to work that 9 to 5. There's no way. And I started sharing on stage. And that's where I met you. I started sharing stress less, shine more. Because that's where the doctor's like, you are just off the charts. That's where I met you. That's where I met you.
Can I interrupt you for a minute?
Go ahead.
We're hearing that they're having a hard time hearing you because of the move and that it's your mic. It has some kind of static, and then you're moving away with your moving. That sometimes it's going in and out of, and we're so.
Okay, let's see if we can try that. I'm on a Yeti, so we should be okay with the.
Yeah, that's a lot better. I think that's going to work a lot better.
How's that? Is that better too?
I believe it is.
Better.
Yeah, I think it is much better. And then I am going to be troubleshooting something as you're talking. So if I'm not looking up, please don't think I'm being rude. I'm just trying to also check something else out. So,
No problem.
this is live TV or live streaming.
You don't know what's going to happen. This is what I love about it. So I started sharing on stage and started sharing about the stress less, shine more. And what ended up happening is this amazing lady, who I call her my angel investor, saw my vision, saw and understood my mission about the Shine On movement. and wanted to come on board. And what happened is once she came on board, then I was able to write the book. And having dyslexia, you see, I didn't say I am dyslexic. I said I have dyslexia. And having dyslexia, this was never even a dream for me in my life. But yet, with her, she helped be able to get people to help me to write this book. And this is a self-help book. It's just pick one every day. In fact, Tamara, tell me to stop. Tell me to stop.
Stop.
Okay, you said stop. Passion and purpose. Passion
Ooh.
and purpose. Takes you a minute and a half to read. Let me just read the quote, because why not? To play with passion is to have an enthusiastic purpose. Think about how enthusiastic Tamara is. That purpose, you have that inside of you. You know what you want. So this is what the book was made, is to be able to every day just touch upon. This angel investor actually helped me so much more, because she helped me to understand that coming from the inside out, and that everybody wants to have more joy, more confidence, and that you really matter, and that your service matters. And that goes right in line to what you are talking about, Tamara, is that everyone really matters, and what their service is. It doesn't have to be military. It doesn't have to be Chemo Buddies. It doesn't. What it is celebrating the service heroes, which I am going to thank you that I am a service hero. Thank you for doing that. I don't remember what day.
You're welcome. Absolutely.
And I mean, you know, hey, there's Dawn McGrath. All right, good to see Dawn. And
yeah, it's funny. We have a little group going on here.
Yes, we do. The Speakers Pathway Coalition. But going back to service heroes, is that we all are one.
Helping people rocks. Yes, it does. And in fact, okay, I hope you don't mind, Angel Marie, but we're going to, as we're going to be talking about the fact that this is a fundraiser, and we are raising funds. So I want to put a challenge out there. We had a lot of fun. I don't know if you saw the challenge we had with Amy and Tina when we were like selling off our corpse person over there, you know, and we did an auction and someone took him and yeah, I know.
He's gone.
He's gone now. His corpse is gone, and yep, he's a done deal. And so, you know, and so I was just thinking, since you are such a shine on person, I mean, of course we have the PayPal me link, but now the Shine On movement. How could we do something with energy and everything to say, okay, now for this morning, if you were to something, what would you then, you know, donate $5, $10, $20, something, you know, like Kelly was like, pay it forward. If you pay, you know, if you buy coffee and you usually spend this amount of money, go spend it there. You know what, I'm thinking, okay, something fun. Like, okay, how about do the Shine On movement. If you do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and you feel really great, for every minute, donate $1. You know, something fun like this. Just a thought.
So, you know, the Shine On movement is about believing in a common mindset, about spreading self-confidence. It's organic, because it is organic. So spreading self-confidence and positive energy and joy. So my challenge would be to you to benefit the funding and to fund this, because Chemo's for what she's doing, and how you already know that because you guys have been here, or you've been here. And I'm going to say hello to Preston because he rocks also. Preston's on the line. So is about when you spread joy, meaning when you go to work today, when you go out there in the community and you just smile, but you recognize somebody else smile. That's the thing. They smiled because you smiled at them. Now, Harvard did a study that It's you can't smile at someone else and they don't smile back. Why? Because it is energy. It's about 5
Right.
feet of
Okay.
energy, and it's right through this line too. That when you're smiling, and it's the eye, that it is a vibrational field. So when you do that, every person that you see that you do that, I challenge you to either $1 or $5.
Oh, I like it.
$5.
Good.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay, so every time
Okay.
you're out, like I have to go to the grocery store later, I have to go to the bank later. And when I walk in, when I smile and they look at me and they smile, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's $30. 6 times 5.
I love it.
That's $30.
I'm willing to take that challenge. That's a good challenge.
Yeah,
That's
good
a
idea.
good challenge. That's
Good,
a great
because-
idea.
Because just for you to smile at someone else sends a vibrational field and will raise their energy. And just in a smile, we know chemically from Harvard to all these other studies, it raises your energy and your endorphins and it's amazing because you really matter because you're sending this out. So no
So
matter
let's
what
up the
you
game a
do.
little, though.
So just like for you,
Okay.
Tamara. Go ahead, Bill.
Okay.
What was you saying?
Well, let's up the game a little bit, okay?
let's-
Here's the challenge. Contribute $100 and then go out today and find 20 people that you can do that to. Make a commitment to do it.
There you go.
I love it. I love it. That works.
Rather than hoping it works, make a donation of $100 and go find 20 people and make that eye contact and smile and say, aloha, my spirit loves your spirit.
I love it.
Or yes, absolutely.
That's what it means.
Aloha.
Aloha or namaste means I honor the spirit within you as I honor the spirit within me, shining the bright. And that's really about what's going on with the movement, which is the same thing's going on with your move. It's you have a movement, you have a cause. I mean, you actually, just the people that called you and said, hey, I want to donate to you those flowers. I mean, that was amazing. And all your, people just, once they understand. So I love this, Bill. So yes, I challenge, go ahead, donate, fund it, however you want to look at it, the PayPal me at Chemo Buddies for life. I challenge you, go ahead, $100, and then get out there. And you know what? It's going to be like that. It's going to be like that. And people are always, I just walk in and start to smile and people, because it's.
So just imagine if 10 people contributed $100, that means we're going to touch 200 people's lives.
I love it. Right. And so then that continues and that is, and you know what, that kind of energy is going to start changing the fact that those 3 words are not going to be heard as much. Because if you start helping people to feel healthy and we can get to them before they hear that, we're going to start really starting a new revolution out there, a health revolution through smiles. I love it.
And what you say all the time, Tammy, healing through connections.
Yeah,
and that's the thing is even in the smile, and that's the biggest thing that I teach because people don't realize how much they're just walking around or they're walking around like in their phone doing this and they're not even engaged. How much just the smile, an easy smile can help heal someone else. I mean, but yeah, what you're doing, I mean, calling all the heroes. And really, I want you to know that all of you are heroes. And I appreciate what you do in your service. And we all are heroes. We really are.
Yes.
And
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Healing through connections, yeah, Dawn. And Preston had a really good one about coming from the inside out, too. So thank you for that, Preston. I mean, wow. You guys, yes. Absolutely.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
It's really
I love
good
it.
stuff. Really, and thank you for letting me tell my story about coming from here to here to here to understanding how energy, and because that's what I'm an expert at, is helping people coming from the inside out. And what you're doing, that's what you're an expert at. You're expert at bringing them. If I could, I want to tell a real quick story about a client.
Absolutely. Go for it.
A client that came in, and she moved here. She divorced her husband at 65 years old. And wow, we were making transitions like you wouldn't believe from my empowerment coaching clients. Wow, they are just, it doesn't matter if they're 60, 70, 80. They're like, I am moving, I'm doing, it's amazing. She said at 65 years old, she decided to leave her husband, move to Phoenix. She moved here not knowing anyone. She gets here, and what happens? She gets cancer.
Oh.
And she is all by herself. She doesn't know what to do. She's going through this by herself. Her neighbor ends up helping her. That was a chemo buddy. And it absolutely, that was the support buddy, the chemo buddy. And now they're best friends. But you know, if it wasn't for this lady and her neighbor that came and helped and was sat with her to get her through. And that's what, you know, really touched me when I heard this story a while back, and then I met you, and I'm like, you know what? This is so needed, because there is people and are people out there that need that.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that story, because the bottom line is that if you do it alone, there's a risk. There's a risk. And you just don't want to be doing it alone. You want to have a buddy. You want to have support. You do not want to isolate yourself, because it's just not a healthy way to be. Think of this.
That's just not healthy. It's also not our makeup as humans. We
right.
The human connection, because the vibrational field wants the other connection. Yes, there's time to be alone and to meditate and come within. Yeah, when
that's different. I see that as different. Meditation and alone is a different energy and a different attitude, a different activity than an isolated energy, especially when you're going through something so traumatic and you take yourself away. Right. There's a lot of
stress. And remember, you know, I do the big stress less, shine more. I've studied stress.
Right. Right.
I didn't know big stress or little stress. It really doesn't quantify. It just is. So going into a hospital, going through not knowing, very stressful on the body, very much.
Oh.
And to be able to have that connection, even to hold hands, I'm sure they put their hand and just hold the hands. And it's just being there saying, okay, we're doing this.
Right. You're not alone.
That's what I love about the service heroes that you have been doing for 300, no, it's 200. What's the day you're on?
Well, I'm in the one, we're in the 150s right now.
150 days. I mean, come on, people.
That's
a commitment. That is a passion.
Yeah, I know. I have. If I take something on, I'm going to take it on.
I mean, wow. So I mean, tomorrow she'll be on doing another service hero. Who's it going to be? I mean, you're all out there. You know, isolation leads loneliness. Meditation breeds connection. Very nice, EJ.
Yes,
Johnson.
That's EJ Johnson. He is a part of the Speakers Pathway Coalition also.
Nice to meet you.
I mean, the gang's all here. At least part of the gang.
It's beautiful because we're supporting each other.
Right.
Yet we're also supporting this cause. And I really want to, again, challenge you. Dig a little deep. It doesn't matter how much it is. Dig a little deep to help out someone else and paying it forward. And because it really is the season of light and love. That's one of the things that you said last night too. Is it's a season, but you know what? It is the time. And it is just the time. And it doesn't matter what season. Being grateful and having gratitude on Thanksgiving, if you do Thanksgiving, it's really doing that every day. And you know that, Tamara, because that's what you're living. You are the embodiment of what you do. And then I thank you.
Well, you're welcome. And I thank you for being part of this. I do. And coming on with us, stage warriors.
Yes, stay tuned. I
And
like
for
that.
those that don't really know what's going on here, we have a new program in town that's called the Speakers Pathway Coalition. It just so happens that all of us that are involved with this program right now are part of that Speakers Pathway Coalition. I am just so proud and honored to have been asked. And Don McGrath and Jim Grant, who did show up here earlier, and I don't know if we had a chance, if he was on this show, he was on the previous show, but he was here at one point too. So welcome, welcome.
Put it on there. Go ahead and put a link down there. That's fine because
we've got the link there. Yes.
We're also partnering with you, with the Speakers Pathway Coalition, but we're also partnering with the Shine On Movement. We're also partnering with you out there to help us, help you, Tamara, help everyone be a service hero and be that support buddy or in the chemo buddy to really go international, right? I mean, nationally.
Oh, yeah. We're not stopping. We're not stopping. There's no doubt. I mean, we already are have ambassadors that have started out there in some of the countries, and there's no stopping us. We, on our website, we will have a translator function in there because cancer does not know any boundaries, nor do Chemo Buddies for Life. There's just no boundaries here. We are a global movement. We're just not completely touching each one of the lives we need to touch, but we are global.
And this is going to help. So dig deep, a little bit, even if it's $5, but I really like that. $100
every
challenge you. Put $100 in and go touch 20 people, 30 people, 40 people.
Yep.
And it's very easily done. Shine On. Thank you, Dawn, putting my website. That is awesome. Thank you. Because this movement is moving also too, but it's about saying thank you and connecting with people and making and understanding that you matter. And that's what Tamara's doing here, is it's all about you really matter. Something happens. Remember, energy, we all have the gene for cancer. We do. We all have those genes in us. Everybody does. Yeah. Why does it come out in certain people and why does it come out and it doesn't in others? I really believe it's mindset. I have a gentleman that was told he had the cancer that's through the bone marrow cancer, the one, and they gave him 5 years to live. 5 years to live. He's now on his 12th year. Why?
That's awesome.
Because he's stubborn, for one. Very stubborn, for one. And for two, no, it's all about mindset. Remember, change your mindset, energize your life. How do you want to energize your life? And you can boost it anytime, can't you? I mean, just breathe right now, Tamara. Do you feel tired? No.
No, I'm not going to let myself feel that. It's not even a possibility in this phone, in this body. Nope, not happening.
Just like you, Bill, right?
Yes, and Bill, I want to be able to say thank you for sharing with Angel Marie here, and it was kind of fun to get to watch this whole meeting thing, because it's like, I love the fact that it worked out, that we had it all scheduled, because this was a perfect situation. I did not plan it this way. In total disclosure, it happened this way because it was meant to happen this way. And look at this little group that came on the show at this time to support Chemo Buddies for Life, and I just absolutely adore you all for being here. And we're having this little get to know each other party that everybody's getting to see publicly. And I want to just shout out to Dawn and Jim Grant, because of the fact that they had the vision to start putting some amazing people that had different disciplines together to help those that want to get out there and speak. And
get the word out. The movement, their passion, their story. Absolutely, get that out. Yes.
That's great. So, okay, so we have, can I just say, Jay, you are awesome. You just keep us right on target. You know who. This is the man that's been involved with nonprofit fundraising for a while, and he actually had told me that he was going to help me. And he's not letting me down at all. He was like, "Yes, I've got your back. We will do this." And look at what he's doing. Donate your Starbucks money for the week and help folks thrive in the face of cancer diagnosis. No one should go through it alone. Make sure make sure they don't. Donate now. And there you go.
Donate now, because these funds are going to be put to use, and you're going to know that they're going to be put to use. And you know what? I'd like to give and gift everyone with a free gift, if that's okay. If you go to my website, or maybe Dawn can put that, it's just angel@angelmarieshines.com, and you email me, I will send you a free gift. And what is it going to be? It's going to be a meditation. It's going to be how to come and shine from the inside out. And it's about releasing energy that's no longer serving you. And this is really powerful, this whole meditation. So let me gift you with that. As you gift the Chemo Buddies, as you donate, and it's okay to give $5, even $1. Like, you know what? Many of you, and I know that you're out there, that you're watching this, you know someone that has gone through it. You know somebody, or maybe you've done it yourself. And we don't want anybody to go through it alone.
No.
This alone. So be that support buddy, be that chemo buddy, but right now be that donation buddy that donates and goes in and says, I can do this. I'm going to share my gifts. I'm going to share. And that is, yes, your funds, because this is an amazing program, and it's connecting with others. And that's what it's all about. Healing through emotions. No one should face it alone. I just adore you, Tamara.
I adore you too. And I have to just say, Dawn is on one today. Donate your pie money from Turkey Day. Benefit your waistline too. I love it. And Jay, you're just amazing. This is just a great group, and I want to give Bill some time, because we're going to talk about what it is that you're doing right now. So, if you want to stay with us, if it's all right with you, we'll have.
It's your show.
Oh, well, let's do it. You brought your book, right? Did you bring your?
Yeah.
What's the new book?
Yeah, but the reason I brought it was because there's a chapter in it that's titled "The Best Things in Life Aren't Things." The things don't matter.
That's right. They don't. That's right.
What's outside of you doesn't matter. What matters is what you're sharing, what you're giving, how you're serving, and the energy behind every thought, word, and action. That's all that matters. So Tamara and I hit it off right away when we first met. We just met in September?
It was
September.
It seems like it's been like I've known you forever.
I know, well, we probably have.
Yeah, probably.
So it's great to be able to be here to support her. When she told me she was doing this telethon, it was just, tell me what I can do.
Yeah.
She said, I need somebody early in the morning.
Yeah. And
I said, I'm in. Yeah. But that's what this is about. I have a number of people. My children's mother passed away from cancer. It's a long list. We all have a long list.
Yeah.
And what you were talking about before, about the separation and the loneliness and feeling trapped as you're going through the process of this disease,
right,
and the healing of it. It was mentioned earlier about how difficult it is for your friends. It's like, what do I say? Like,
right, exactly, yes.
How I've heard Tamara has cancer, how would I approach her? And this is a very natural reaction. I've had a lot of experience with end of life,
Right.
people transitioning, and it's the same thing. Everybody comes in and they do the fingernail inspections, and they're just like, oh yeah, they don't want to do the wrong thing. They aren't sure what to do. And the truth of the matter is, be you.
Right.
That's
right.
it.
Exactly. That is as simple as
It's
it
as
is.
simple as it is. It's
And
like,
yet it's not so simple.
I know it, because
It's
we have this stuff
not.
going on the inside.
Right.
And just a quick note, an email, a call to someone, it says, hey, if I can support you at all, I heard you're having some health issues, here for you.
Mhm.
Like, because the people with the health issues, not only are they dealing with all of the insanity of our thought processes, but they don't know how to reach out either.
Many times they don't. You know what? They don't. And I would like to add to that, because I was really surprised by that.
Yeah.
Because I actually ran into that. I had cancer. It was after my experience. And one of my dear friends ended up getting cancer. And I sat there with a note for a while thinking, what do I say? I actually thought that. What do I say? And then finally it came to me, and I said, I don't know what to say, but I'm here for you. And I love you. And here's someone that had been through cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not an uncommon thing.
It isn't.
If I may, it doesn't matter what generation. I see it all the time in the coaching. We don't know how to ask for help. We do not ask for help. Women, men, it doesn't matter. And also, it's like when someone passes away or when they cancer, do we say, hey, how are you doing? And you hug? You don't want to ask how you're doing. You're not doing well. You just had a death in the family, or you're worried about cancer. So why not just give them a hug and say, what can I do and how can I serve you?
Many years ago, I'm trying to remember when this was. It was quite a while ago. A friend of mine's wife had cancer, and I ended up spending. I lived in the same town, but I ended up spending. It was Thanksgiving weekend, in fact, with him and his children and his wife, who passed away that Sunday.
Yeah.
And the thing that surprised me was people who came up to me and said, you are an angel. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Me?
How could you to be there and support them? I said, we watch football.
Exactly. That is it.
We watch football.
Exactly.
It was just having another person next to you that you know cares in the physical.
So true. And in fact, okay, you guys are gonna think this is funny, but my mother, it skipped a generation, my daughter too, but my mother was seriously into football. And the hospice person came, and then some other people came, and she was having a debate about teams. I mean, she showed up in her brain. She had been in and out, but my gosh, football started, the discussion started, and boy, it was like, okay, she was there, and she's talking about this player and that team and this, and I'm watching this whole thing like, wow.
What's happening?
Yeah, you showed up.
Yeah.
You showed up. It's nice to see you, Mom. But that was what was really important to her. So it makes total sense that you would watch football. And that's a note for everybody watching here is, you know what? Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. It's just like what Allison had said in the last hour is, and what you just said, a text, a note, a word, I'm here, what Dawn just shared. It's simple.
Yeah, an offer to go to coffee sometime. Anything.
Exactly. And in fact, the friend that I didn't know what to say, she ended up, I offered and she took me up on it, and I ended up being her chemo driver. She did do chemo. and we drove down to San Diego County. And I'm like, you know, when I did chemo, we would make a day of it. She goes, oh, that sounds good. So we did. And you know what we ended up doing? One time we were coming back, she goes, you know, I've always wanted one of those apps that tells you if there's an earthquake. So what did we do in the car on the way back? We were researching earthquake apps, and she was totally all about it. Mm-hmm. Who would have ever thought that someone going to chemotherapy would want to do that? I don't know that I would have, but that's what she wanted to do. And the invitation was there to do what, you know, okay, let's spend the day. Let's do something. What do you want to do? I want to find out about earthquake apps. Okay, let's do it. So we both had earthquake apps on our phone for a while. You know, it doesn't have to be huge. It just needs to be with heart.
It just needs to be. You know, I did a survey, 2 years ago, on Facebook about stress and overwhelm.
Oh.
And I was absolutely stunned I just put a post up and said, I have a 15-minute survey regarding stress and overwhelm. Mm-hmm. If you would like to participate, let me know. So, like 45 people right away. And I was like, damn, that was quick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But what amazed me, I was really moved by this. I was really moved by it. What I was moved by were the people that signed up, were people I wouldn't have thought stress and overwhelm were affecting. Number one.
Ah, right.
Okay?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And the other thing that this literally blew me away. Like, I was like, oh my God. Like, they had this pent up inside them and desperately just wanted to share it with somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that,
yeah.
I mean, I got a lot of phenomenal information from the survey that I've never done anything with, because it's not totally true, because I show people how to completely eliminate stress and overwhelm, but it was like such an eye-opener for me that people, and I would, how do I say this? I know a lot more about living life than most people. So when I see people, I know what's going on.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
More so than most.
Yeah.
Okay?
This man does.
So,
right.
But I didn't know that about them. Right?
Okay.
Like,
right.
I was surprised.
Right.
I was surprised at, not that they were experiencing stress, but where they held it in their life and how it was affecting them inside.
Right.
And not sharing it and not speaking about it. And it was holding them prisoner on a number of different levels.
Right.
And so I got that the reason I did that survey was to give these people the opportunity just to release a lot of it. Like, these are people, some of them were relatives. I mean, I was like very, very surprised. So the reason I'm bringing this up is going back to that same thing of, yes, it's difficult to pick up the phone or send an email when you know someone has found out they have cancer. But it's a hell of a lot more difficult on their end. And you can make just that note can be enough to save their life.
Yes.
Without an exaggeration.
No, not at all. In fact, that's one of the main reasons that Chemo Buddies for Life is actually it's alive and kicking, if you will, is because of the fact that my doctor and my nurses, they were adamant that I do the research to see that it has been proven that it's not just the quality of life, which is huge, but it's actually life, the length of life, that people are actually living because of that, and that they are not, if they are pulling back, isolating, not being with others, not connecting, and that is a problem, and that is why Chemo Buddies for Life is out there. And what the message is too is just don't do that, because there was a story from one of my other doctors that was telling me when I was looking at doing this and talking to because I went to all my doctors and all my nurses. I did a lot of due diligence, and one of them was, I need to tell you a story. The story is that there was a woman that came in that she was professional and she didn't want anybody to know that she had it because of the professional reasons. And so then what she ended up doing, what she ended up doing is that she did not connect with others until it was too late. Then she wanted to, but it was too late. And it was so frustrating for her medical staff to watch this, because they were trying to talk to her and let her know that, it would be good for you to open this up, to open it and let other people in. Oh, no, I don't need that. Oh, no, I don't need that. I need it. But it was too late.
It's too late.
It's too late. And that's what we don't want. We don't want it to be too late. And so this is the message. This is the mission. This is going to actually save lives. And if that life is yours, someone that you know, someone that you love, someone that even may frustrate you, but you still want them around, because it's amazing how that happens, right?
If they frustrate you, they're your greatest teacher.
They usually are, and they can also be your greatest friends. And
it really helps me.
Pardon?
If I may, it helps because what happens is they feel valued. And everyone wants to feel valued and involved in something, and they want to have the support, and that's what you're doing by doing this telethon to help so that you get a solid foundation so you can really move it to be global. And this is wonderful. I love this story, Bill and Tamara. I mean, this is, people do hide and they don't want to reveal. This is the time and the energy, and the EJ just said that. It's energetically also. So I just love what you had to share. And it's time. It is time to ask for help. It is time to support.
Exactly.
Many years ago, I was at a meeting. I've been in personal transformation for decades, and it was early on. And I've been around and working on this. Maybe I don't know how long. It really doesn't matter. But a fellow came up to me one day that had been to this group, and he walked right up and he said, "You saved my life."
Oh.
And I started laughing, right? Because I thought, that's great, but that's really kind of ridiculous. And he's like, "Oh, no, it isn't. The day I walked through this door, you were washing dishes, and your hello told me I was welcome."
Oh, wow.
And it has saved my life.
Right.
And from that moment, I realized what impact we can have unbeknownst to us.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, he was serious. Okay. And I mean, I felt great about it. I felt it was a great lesson for me, because the words we share with others, you never know what difference it's going to make. So even if you're scared, you don't know how to contact that person, or you're not sure what to do it. Just take that step. It's like making a donation. Just make a donation.
That's right.
To Chemo Buddies for Life.
Yes.
So that this can spread. It's an organic cause that is just going to continue to spread and spread and spread.
Yes, and in fact, I just realized what time it is, and if those funds have not been already exhausted, every dollar that is given right now in the 5 o'clock hour is doubled by PayPal and Facebook, and it's
in the 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah, so in the 5 o'clock hour until the $7 million has been exhausted, And so I don't know if it has been yet, but and I'd have to go on to see if it has. However, if it hasn't been, because I am signed up for and you would need to go to the giving fund, which is on the website that was created. And there is a link on the post that if you go to the posts that are on my page and you go to the website there, then that dollar is $2. That is $2. It's
You're going to do 100 because we challenged you to do 100 and go out there and smile at 20 people. So 100 will be $200.
That's right. And so it's huge. It's huge. And so I just realized what time it was. And so I don't know if it's been given out yet. And we just received, you know what? Thank you. We've just received $75. We just received $10.
There you go.
And
going and going and going.
Yes, it is going and going. And so I'm going to just check here while you guys are talking to see if the PayPal Giving Fund is, how's that going? If there's any updates.
Pretty remarkable that Facebook and PayPal are doing this. What a great event.
It's amazing. And so that's why, in fact, Chemo Buddies for Life ended up doing this on Giving Tuesday, and it looks like it's not all exhausted yet. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to minimize this, guys, and give me a moment, because I'm going to go and I'm going to get this link so we can put it in the comments while you guys are talking.
Well, Bill, I wanted to talk to you. Bill, I wanted to say that it was great that you brought up about not being able to ask for help, but yet not being able to talk to somebody that has that has cancer. This happened to me with my best friend, and I have to admit, at that time, it was years ago, I didn't know what to say and do. Yeah, me. And I really didn't. And what happened is she really went through it. She was in California. I'm here in Phoenix. But yet, I didn't reach out. I didn't know what to do. And if I could do that again, oh my gosh. And it really bothered me, but yet I didn't know what to say and do. So if you're in that situation, it really taught me, and now I know, and everything's a lesson, everything is energy, so I don't beat myself up for it. She's left the planet, yes, but yet I wasn't there. And I'm the one that just has to, so when someone says they're going through things, it's just an easy text, like you said, thinking of you with warm love and hugs. You need anything? I'm here, so maybe I can't really physically help you, but energetically, vibrational field, understanding energy, you can send love and light. And I mean, that's scientifically proven. That even right now, sending both of you love and light, you actually are feeling that energy if you took the time to really connect. And then everybody out there connecting. So thank you for that, Bill.
Yeah, it's so great now with FaceTime and Facebook Live and everything else. It's so easy to connect. My sister had sent me a picture the other day that was taken. Do you remember Gene Autry?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So when I was 3 years old, he came to Burlington, Vermont, where I grew up. And he was on a book tour or something. And so I had my picture taken with him because my dad was involved in having him come. We had our picture taken. But anyway, the thing that makes me think of that is I was looking at that picture, and in the background, there's a steel desk, a telephone, and a radio. Do you remember?
Yeah,
right?
Oh yeah,
Right?
Oh yeah.
So to go from that to the technology of today is like, it's incredible what we can do in our ability to connect with each other and to serve and help each other.
Absolutely. And it is the truth. And when you're mentioning that, all of a sudden all these memories and thoughts and everything come to my mind. It's like, okay, this is fun stuff.
And the other part of that is, since that time, medical research has come a long way too. And there's a lot more information available because of the web. There's a lot more opportunity for survival because of the support and resources that are available to people. So Chemo Buddies for Life, by making a donation, you're really helping an organic movement that you will look back in a few years and see this operating globally and go, wow, that's amazing. But the reason it's going to be amazing is because of you. Because Tamara is willing to sit here. She saw the need for this and is all in.
Yeah, I'm absolutely all in, and I appreciate everybody that's all in with me. And so yes, and so I did. Okay, so sorry as I was listening and everything, and I put the link in the comment areas of this particular live. I tried it, and yes, I saw that. Jay, thank you for the comment. I hope this works. I would love to keep talking because it's just like so much fun, but we got another show to start. We've got a gentleman across the pond in England, but if you want to sit with me, that would be great. If you need to go, that's great too.
I can stay for a little while.
Okay.
I knew I was coming in here early, so I've structured my day.
Okay.
And I have some appointments
Absolutely.
set up that I've got to leave for in a little bit.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that you're welcome to stay. And Angel Marie, thank you so much for being who you are and sharing that amazing smile and energy and everything this morning. And I hope you get a chance to continue watching it here and there. The gentleman that's coming on now is an amazing talent, and I think that we're going to enjoy him too. He's just a really super person. I had a chance to do some exercises with him one time, and we had some fun. So anyway.
So I'd like to just end by saying to everybody, come from the inside out, knowing and believing in yourself, because you really do matter. I celebrate you, Tamara, I celebrate you, Bill, everyone that's on the line. And remember that just even $1 helps out. Any of these support or Chemo Buddies, and shine your light. So I'm going to end with thank you and shine on, shine on, shine on.
Shine on. I'm good with that. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Angel.
See you later.
Bye-bye.